Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab and today's video, which is going to be an updated video to a video that I did about a year and a half ago, which was all about subscription beauty boxes. I covered a lot of different types of boxes in that video. Some of them have since been discontinued. I have changed my mind on some. So this is kind of an update. I have several months of boxes available to show you kind of samples of the types of products that you would be receiving. I took a little break from YouTube, and so my boxes kind of accumulated since it's something I enjoy unboxing here on my channel, and I figure I may as well do it all at once so that I can let you know the best and worst of the current subscription boxes I'm subscribed to. Before we get into the video, if you're new here, I'm Jody. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope you're going to enjoy this one and find it helpful. And if you do, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me and consider subscribing to my channel and joining our growing makeup family. I want to give a big thank you to the first 5 commenters on my previous video. I really appreciate all the love and support you continue to show me and my channel, and I always enjoy hearing your thoughts in the comment section. Those that have YouTube channels will have the YouTube logo and be linked down below in case you're interested in checking out some new channels. Now, without any further delay, let's go ahead and get into this video. This video is going to be a little bit long. I have about 14 boxes to get through, so I'm going to separate it by the brand. So I will probably do Boxycharm first since it still remains my personal favorite. I'll follow that with Ipsy, and then I'll close with Tribe Beauty Box. I'm going to leave timestamps and there will be chapters in the video in case you want to skip around if you're interested in a specific box. Also, in the interest of time, I'm not going to be mentioning the prices or reading the descriptions of the products too much, so I will just include the titles of every single product that I get along with the retail price, and then I'll give you a sum total of each specific box as I get through it. Another quick thought is I am a paying customer with all these subscription boxes. None of the brands know I exist. I am a paying customer, and so I'm going to give you my absolute unbiased opinion on whether or not I think these are worth the money. If you are interested in subscribing to any of these services, I will leave my referral link in the description box. That is a customer referral link, and anyone who is subscribed to the service would have their own referral link that they can share with their friends and family, and so that's what I'm going to be sharing below. For the most part, they are exchangeable for a few reward points or something on the websites for each of the respective subscription box services, and so if you choose to use my link, then I really appreciate it. However, there's absolutely no monetary compensation from you using my link. So let's go ahead and start with Boxycharm. Boxycharm is a mainly beauty subscription box, and this one, it has 3 boxes. They have the base box, which is $25 a month. They have a premium box, which is $35 a month. And then they have a quarterly upgrade box, which is the BoxyLuxe, which is $50 a month. There are associated fees with shipping and tax. However, those are going to vary depending on your location, and then you can get a slightly reduced price if you pay for a membership that has 3 boxes at a time, 6 boxes at a time, or a full year membership. Depending on how you pay up front, then you can get additional savings, but the basic price for the starting box is $25. I have 2 boxes for the base box. I haven't gotten my May box yet, so I can't share that one with you, but I have April and March to share with you. I'm not sure which one is which, but hopefully seeing the boxes are going to be useful to you. And like I said, I will put the name of the items and the prices as well as the total price of the box. Remember, the Boxycharm base box is $25 a month. So here's the first example, and I'm gonna go ahead and open that one up. So this one might actually be February because of the theme. I'm not exactly sure. Every box comes with a card which will have the products listed on the back. There's a variation number, and then you have all of the items along with information and the retail prices. So let's go ahead and get into my box. The first thing I'm seeing is something by Glamour Cosmetics, and it looks like it is a makeup brush set. I do like to receive brush sets in Boxycharm, although sometimes I find that the prices of the brush sets are heavily inflated compared to what I would actually pay if I was purchasing them myself. So it comes in this nice little pouch, and here are the brushes inside. These are going to be synthetic brushes. They are individually wrapped. So here's what the brushes look like. They have kind of like heart sequins inside which move around, and the bristles are super synthetic. They feel kind of along the lines of how Wet n Wild brushes would feel. So I'm not going to go into the prices like I mentioned, but I would assume that these prices are somewhat inflated. They're okay brushes. I know I won't be using them. I will probably totally hold on to them for Instagram pictures and things like that. So that's the first item. The next item in the box is by Tristique, and this is a mascara and eye pencil. Now, I have received this specific mascara in a Boxycharm before. It's one that has a built-in lash curler, so I'm not going to open this one up because I have one open already. And then there is a liner. I like that the packaging kind of makes it look like it's a pencil kind of on its own like that, but it's actually a twist up and it is a basic black liner, which we can always use another black liner. Tristique is a brand that shows up fairly frequently in Boxycharm. The next item is by Saturday Skin, and this is the Yuzu Vitamin C Sleep Mask, which is stated to improve the appearance of stressed skin to look deeply hydrated and vibrant with targeted antioxidants. So Saturday Skin is a prestige brand of skincare. They're carried at Sephora. Here's what the packaging looks like. It's a very nice packaging. Let's open it up. It does include a little scoop for you to scoop out the product. No fragrance to the mask, but it looks like it has tiny little capsules of something that probably burst when you apply it. Very nice mask. So far, this is my favorite product from this box. Next, we have some limited edition liner duo. It doesn't say if it's lip liner or eyeliner, so let's go ahead and take a look. I would hope that it's lip liner since they sent us an eyeliner already. And these are lip liners. They are kind of neutral shades, which is nice, so they will be very wearable. These appear to be sharpenable ones, which is my personal preference. They don't look that different in terms of tone. One is a little bit darker than the other, and these, like I said, appear to be sharpenable liners. They're by the brand Saint Luxe, and they're listed as limited edition. Last item is an eyeshadow palette, and this is something that I was able to pick myself. Every single month you are allowed to select one of the items in your base box, and I'm pretty sure this was the item that I personally selected. There's usually 2 or 3 options to choose from. So this one is the Ace Beauté Nostalgia palette. It's not super new in terms of the beauty community, but it's not super old either. They have other palettes that I've also received in Boxycharm, and here's what these shades look like. I think it's actually a really pretty palette, and this is a brand that I really like. It's more of an indie brand. I have a lot of their palettes in my collection already, and I actually really enjoy it. So I was very happy to see that I could select this eyeshadow palette in my box. So if you were interested, the theme of that box was Boxycharm XOXO. Really cute. So I'm thinking it was February. Here's another box, which I'm assuming is March or maybe April. I'm not exactly sure. This one is Boxycharm Sweet Treats, and it is the base box. So that's the theme of this box. And let's go ahead and see what we have. Thinking back in this box, actually, in this specific month, I know that you were able to receive 2 different Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. I'm looking inside my box right now. I did not get one. So that's one of the issues with Boxycharm. They do a lot of variations, a lot. And sometimes you may not necessarily get the item that you get, but you do always have the option to select at least one. That being said, the first item in my box is the one that I opted to select. This is the Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer, and it is by Touch in Sol. I love the Touch in Sol Glassy Skin Primer. It's one of my absolute favorites. I can get any foundation to work on my dry skin over that primer. So this one says it's silicone free and cooling effect. Here's what that one looks like. It's bigger than my other primer, and it's also really, really thick. If I put it upside down, you see it's not going to fall. That's interesting. It has a sweet kind of fragrance to it. So this is supposed to be a smoothing primer with a fine-tuned finish. It glides with rich hydration and an instant cool down effect. So the reason why I chose this item is because I've had a good experience with their other primer. Next, we have a skincare item. This is the Pharmacy Honey Grail Ultra Hydrating Oil. Pharmacy is another prestige skincare brand available at Sephora. I have really liked some of their products, and here's what this one looks like. It's a very nice ultra hydrating oil. Let's see the consistency. It's as you would expect for an oil. This one is supposed to be fast absorbing and deliver intense moisture. That one is very suitable for my skin type. I have dry skin. They do have a beauty quiz which asks you a little bit about your preferences in terms of color, cosmetics, skin type, and skin tone. They're getting better with regard to paying attention to the beauty quiz, but it's not 100%. That's something that you can fill out when you create an account with them. Next, I have something from Mana Kadar, and I actually received something from Mana Kadar in a glossy box. I'm not going to be featuring glossy box in this this video, but I have a couple of unboxing videos that I'll link up in the cards if you want to check them out if you're interested in that box specifically. And this is a set of tweezers. This is something I could actually use very much. My tweezers are actually getting a little bit old, and so I'm happy to be able to replace them with these. This one looks like a pretty typical tweezer. It's a slanted tweezer, and the other one is quite pointy. Ever since we've been having, you know, the staying at home thing, I have picked up on grooming my own eyebrows, and so this is something I can definitely use. Next, we have a product from Dragon Beauty. I have received one other product from Dragon Beauty in a Boxycharm in the past. I think it was the other color corrector, like the under eye dark circle corrector. This one is a lavender corrector, and I think that this one neutralizes like sallowness and maybe brightens. It smells a little strongly of paint. I've never used a lavender color corrector, but I can definitely give it a shot. Dragon Beauty is not a brand that I have personally sought out myself, but if it comes in the box, then I'll definitely give it a shot. And last but not least, we have something by Appeal Cosmetics, and this one is a liquid shadow. This is in the type of the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. So that's an example of a base box. As you notice, no Natasha Denona palette in my specific variation, which is disappointing because Natasha Denona is one of my favorite brands, and I know that those two palettes were exclusive to Boxycharm, so you can't really buy them outside of the box. You win some and you lose some. So those are two sampled boxes of Boxycharm Base Box. Again, $25 a month. Their next level tier is the premium box, which is $35 a month. Now the catch here is that you have to be a base box subscriber before you can add the premium to your account. However, you don't have to keep both boxes if you don't want to. Once you're a subscriber to the base box, you can then add the premium and cancel the base box, and you would just be getting the premium box by itself. I like to keep both of them. Again, it's something that I really enjoy. Sometimes I'm happier with my box than others, but it's still a little treat to myself every single month. So I have a couple of examples of premium boxes to share with you now. Those boxes are typically bigger, so here's an example of a premium box, and we'll go ahead and unbox these. You'll see that the themes will match the theme of the base box as well, but the products are going to be different. So here's one that matches Boxycharm Flourish, which I didn't have a matching base box for, so let's see what we have in this box. The inside of the premium box also has the Boxycharm Premium on the inside, so you always know which box you're talking about. I believe that this one might be my premium box for this specific month because I remember one of the items that I'm seeing here firsthand as one of the items that I specifically chose from the options that I was given. So this is an eyeshadow palette from House Laboratories, which is Lady Gaga's brand, or she's the face of the brand, or Amazon's brand, I don't know. But I haven't tried anything from House Labs in the past, and I was actually happy to see them in the box. Here's what the eyeshadow palette looks like. This one is the Glam Room #1 Fame palette. The package is pretty nice. It kind of reminds me of maybe like a NARS packaging in terms of its weight and how the shades are laid out. But the outside is kind of plain. It's just a little bit raised. If you can see, it's not perfectly flat here. And this is what these shades look like. So it's a neutral, everyday kind of palette, but I chose it because I wanted to try out the House Labs formula, and I thought it would be good in a Boxycharm box. Next, we have something from Bite Beauty, and this is the Power Move Creamy Matte Lip Crayon. Judging by the color on the top, this is going to be a pretty bold shade. Now, Bite Beauty has reformulated all of their lip products, and I'm thinking this might be an older one maybe? Actually no, because this one is listed as vegan, and I think that was the change with Bite Beauty. I'm not sure, but this is a super dark shade. You can see it's a dark brown shade. I like shades like this, but usually more in the fall and winter. At least it's a different lip color and not something I already own. And Bite, of course, is a recognizable Sephora brand. Next, we have something in an envelope, and this is by the brand LaRousse. Now, I have recently seen this brand pop up on Nordstrom. I like to shop Nordstrom for beauty products as well, and I have seen that they started carrying this specific brand on their website, and they are makeup brushes. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them out of the sleeves. Okay, and here's what the brushes look like. Now, in terms of the quality, I can already tell you this angled brush, it's not one that I would use for eyeliner or eyebrows. It's too thick. The bristles are not held tightly together. I would maybe use this for maybe smudging out my lower lash line. The other brush brush is a highlighter brush, and I can see that for a highlighter brush, very similar. The bristles feel very similar to how a Luxie Beauty brush might feel. It's not super weighted, even though the handle's a little bit thick. Now this one, on the other hand, is a kabuki brush, and this one I actually really like the feel of. I like the density of it. It's not too dense, but it does have a little bit of density, and the bristles are very, very soft. So from these three brushes, and again, you're seeing the pricing information on the screen, I'm excited about this kabuki brush. I would use this one for cream or liquid foundation for sure. I like how this one is feeling. The other two, not my cup of tea. But like I said, it's a brand I've seen at Nordstrom, and so it's nice to get it in the box so you can try it out. Next, I have something from Rodial, and these are Dragon's Blood eye masks, which hydrate and tone. Now these are sealed, so I'm not going to go ahead and open them up, but I can see from there that it's basically the masks that you put underneath your eyes, and they are supposed to depuff and hydrate. So this is something I could definitely use. I actually always mean to use it while I'm putting on my makeup, and then I forget since it's an additional step. But my under eyes are actually my problem area, and so I should take that time. Next was one of my choice items. So for this one, I know that I was able to choose 2 items from the premium box. Recently, they've been allowing you to choose 2 items from the different variations that they have available that specific month. So this one is the Too Faced Melted Chocolate Matte Eyeshadow, and this is a liquid eyeshadow. Now, it's not a super new product to the Too Faced line, but it's not very old either. I actually bought 2 of these. I haven't even gotten the chance to haul them, and I was glad that in the choice item, I was able to even select the shade that I wanted, so I was sure to select a shade I didn't already own. From the people I've seen using these, they've actually given them really, really good reviews. This one that I picked up was the more cool tone. It was like a rosy, grayish rose kind of shade, and it was in the shade Tiramisu Me, which is so cute. And again, I think it's a really good product to be receiving in a subscription box, and Too Faced, of course, is a more prestige brand. Last but not least, there's a skincare product. It says this is from Serum kind. I've never heard of this brand. It is a Korean brand. There is an expiration date on here, and I'm pleased to see it's 2023, so it's a product that's well within its lifetime. And if we open it up, this is a hand serum. So this one says that the intensive hand serum fortifies, calms, and keeps your hands protected from the daily use of hand sanitizers. So actually, this is something that's very timely. I've never tried it, as I said, and it says that it has serum from the Royal Black Tulip. The packaging is completely sealed. It's one of those where you have to turn the cap over and pop the seal. I'm actually really excited for this. Typically, I'm not as excited for skincare, but this is something I've never tried, and my hands are kind of dry lately. So that was everything in that premium box. And again, keep in mind, this is the $35 a month level. Here's another premium box to show you as an example. This one is with the theme Lucky, so this might have been the March one. Not exactly sure. The first product in this box is by IGK. I have received a lot of products in Boxycharm from IGK. Some I've liked, some not. This is a prestige hair brand, and so it's good to try it out in the box. So this says that it's inspired by splash masks, and it's an in-shower treatment that functions like a traditional hair mask, but in under a minute. I've never tried this product. I love a good hair mask, especially after I've used clarifying shampoos, so I'm definitely excited to try it on. It says you can use it at least once a week if you've got chemically treated or colored hair, or if you're heat tool addict, which is me. So this is definitely something I can use. I will keep you posted. Next, we have a product from Kypris, and this is something I've been seeing in Nordstrom as well. I know that it was a really pricey product. It says that it is the Illuminating Eye Serum and Primer, as well as a shimmer palette, which is like a highlighting palette for eyes and body. So if you open this up, there's a small dropper bottle, which is the eye serum and primer, which is interesting. And then there is this little highlighting palette, and here's what that one looks like. These are definitely luminizers. They're interesting shades, so I can definitely see how you would use them on your eyes as well as your body. I'm pretty sure I've seen this or something from this brand on Nordstrom as well. Next, I have something by Beauty Diva London, and this is a Diva Eye brush set. So this is another brush set. We have 2 that we've looked at so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one and see. Oh, these are horrible. Like, actually horrible brushes. Let me see. I'm going ahead and taking them out of the packaging. Again, I kind of foresee that these are brushes that I would use to stage Instagram photos. The bristles, they feel very synthetic and they just don't feel nice at all. These are really bad. Okay, the handles on these are absolute plasticky. Like, listen. I don't like these brushes. I don't like the shapes. I don't like the bristles. I don't like the handles. Let's put those in there. Very curious to know how much Boxycharm says these are worth. I wouldn't even pay 99 cents for them. They are horrible. All right, next we have something that I know I chose, but I actually saw somebody unbox this and she was really upset. It was Jeannie, and I will link her channel up in the cards in case you want to check her out, but she does these unboxings as well. She has a lot of fun with the subscription boxes. And I remember that she said that this had alcohol as a really high ingredient. Okay, so it's got witch hazel, which I personally don't mind, but I know some people do, water, and denatured alcohol. So I'm looking at all of the more skincare ingredients like niacinamide and such are way lower in the ingredient list. So I can see why she didn't think very highly of these. These are salicylic acid and retinol clarifying serum. I don't know if I would have chosen something clarifying. It says that it is to improve the appearance of texture, draw impurities, and minimize the look of pores. I don't know about this one. I'm kind of inclined to think as she does. I'm not like a skincare ingredient junkie, but if I see something like denatured alcohol really high up on the ingredients list, it's also kind of a turnoff for me as well. Next is something I do enjoy. This is a Kiss My Liquid Lip Balm, and this is by Rowan, which is a luxury beauty brand. They used to be carried in Sephora a little bit more. They still have a couple of products on there, but not too many. And this is one of their liquid lip balms. I think I have another one in a different shade. This one is in the shade Charlie, and like the name says, it is a liquid lip balm. So I definitely like that product, and I think that it kind of follows with the premium distinction of the box. Last but not least is another product from House Laboratories, and this one is a lip liner. It says a demi matte lip liner. So let's take a look at the shade. It's a sharpenable lip pencil, and it is a very deep like chestnut brown. I would have thought that this was an eyeliner if it hadn't said lip liner, but it might go well with the Bite Beauty lip color that I have. Kind of matches the color that you see there on the cap. The cap itself is kind of nice. It has like facets on the lid. It's not just a typical lid, but you have just a typical wooden pencil. And another opportunity to try out House Labs, which I haven't purchased anything from myself. I have another premium box to share with you, and this one matches the XOXO. That was the first base box unboxing that we did, so I'm thinking this was probably from February. Let's go ahead and take a look. The first product in the box is by Tarte, and this is the Tarteist Double Take Eyeliner. So it is a liner that has a traditional eyeliner on one side and a felt tip liner on the other. So it's kind of dual-sided. It's a nice product to receive in a box. I'm sure I have received this product in a subscription box or a gift with purchase in the past, so I'm not going to open this one up. I'll just hold on to it. I do like to do giveaways on my channel, and so holding on to something like that is nice for a giveaway. So the next thing is something by Eloise Cosmetics, and it is completely sealed. I believe I've received an eyeshadow palette by this brand in the past. This one is a metallic foiled liquid eyeshadow. I want to take a look at the shade. Now this one was specifically packaged for Boxycharm, I can tell, because inside the box there's a symbol. It says use code Boxycharm for 20% off everything on their website, I'm assuming. I don't know if that's still live considering that this is an older box for me now, but here's what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. The shade is nice. It's a bronzy gold shade, but it's kind of shaped like a nail polish. However, the applicator is very similar to the Stila ones, and the shade is pure gold. I do enjoy using these pigments or eye topper kind of products, so I'm okay with receiving this in the box. Next, we have an item I remember I chose. This is by Laura Mercier, and it is the Matte Radiance Baked powder, and it is in the shade Highlight 01. This is something that a number of years ago, kind of when I started my channel, I used to hear everybody talk about what a pretty highlight this was, and Laura Mercier is more of a luxury brand. So here's what that looks like, and I've heard that this is just a really nice natural highlight, maybe not too different from the one I'm wearing today. The shade looks like it would work for my skin tone, and it is an item that I chose based on the curiosity of hearing so many people talk about this one. Definitely excited to try this one. Next we have a palette from Huda Beauty, and this is the Pastels Mint Eyeshadow Palette. I don't own this one, but I think I bought it in a Boxycharm pop-up. That's one of the good things about Boxycharm, which I'll get to when I finish unboxing all these boxes. But here's what this one looks like. Now, ever since these palettes were released, I believe there have been 2 other iterations of these smaller palettes that have been released. She's done like the nude ones, the chocolate ones, and I think that there might have been one before that. I'm not exactly sure, but these were ones that released kind of around last spring. Not something I personally owned, but then I went and I bought another one, so you can look out for something like that in a giveaway. And yeah, the shades look really nice. I have a tendency to enjoy Huda Beauty eyeshadows. The center shade is super sparkly. Look at that. I'll have to use this palette in a get ready with me or something like that. Now with this one, I remember from seeing like teaser videos and things like that you could have gotten the lilac one, or I think that there was more of a peachy toned one. The green one would have been my personal preference based on my beauty quiz, and so I can't complain about this one. Next I have something from, I don't know how to pronounce this brand, but this bottle is very heavy. Audacity? Would be cute if it was Audacity. I'm not sure, but that's what the product looks like. This is the Blue Aura Turmeric and Holy Basil Cleansing Water. So it's a micellar water. It looks like it is biphasic. It has a little bit of oil at the top. So it's supposed to remove dirt, makeup, and pollution in a single step. You're just supposed to use it in a cotton pad. Now, typically I prefer makeup remover balms, but I'm very curious about this product. I love the way it looks. It is heavy. I'm curious to look at the price of this one because I have a feeling that it would be something quite expensive just by the weight of it. And the bottle is frosted glass as well. It says handcrafted in beautiful California, USA from natural ingredients from around the world. Very curious. Maybe I'll use it tonight to remove my makeup. And last but not least, we have something from Rhode Isle. These are the Soft Focus Glow Drops. I think we had something else from Rhode Isle. I had to move some of my stuff because I was getting a pile here on my table, but these are the Soft Focus Glow Drops. A lot of German on here. Okay, so these are to illuminate, glow, and be radiant with Soft Focus Glow Drops. It says it can be used as a primer, a perfect base for makeup, dewy skin effect. Definitely lined up with my beauty quiz, whereas I prefer hydrating products. So let's take a look at what this one looks like. All right, so these are in a dropper bottle. Very pretty. It says apply 2 drops and pat into clean, dry face. Use before makeup as the ultimate primer or on its own for a dewy complexion, and it says shake well. This is something I know I'm gonna try. Okay, so it's kind of serum-y in consistency. Let's see if it has a smell. It has kind of an herbally smell if you ask me, which I don't prefer herbally smells, but as long as it doesn't linger, I'm okay with it. This one says that it was manufactured in Canada. I have one more premium box to share with you, which I'm surprised that this is a premium box, but based on the card inside, I double checked and it does say premium, and it was the match to the Sweet Treats box, which I showed you the base box for that one. For some reason, they shipped mine in a regular box. It's not even labeled premium or anything like that, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and see what's here. So first thing I'm seeing are like cotton rounds. These are reusable bamboo makeup remover pads. This is nice. I personally use the Shiseido cotton pads quite a bit, but I know a lot of people are moving more towards sustainable alternatives that you can wash and reuse. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting into this bag. Okay, so the brand is labeled as Nature, Luxe, and Willow, and it looks like you can reuse this little bag to wash them in. So let's see, there's 4 pads, and these are definitely the types of pads that you can use for makeup remover, even like with the micellar water I had in the other box. They're very nice, and I'm assuming you can wash them inside the bag. Yes, it basically says to collect the used pads in the bag and then you can wash and dry them with your regular laundry. This is something different. I like receiving things like this in the Boxycharm. I'm definitely interested in more sustainable products, and so I will give those a shot. Next, we have an item that I know was a choice item for me, and this is by Wonder Beauty. It is the Do Not Disturb Overnight Repair Concentrate. So this is another nighttime mask. We have the other one by, I think, Saturday Skin in another box. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Okay, very cute container. I actually received a rose mask by Wonder Beauty that I really ended up enjoying. At first, I didn't like it that much because it was a peel-off mask, but when I tried it, I really liked the way my skin felt. So this one has 1% retinoid and squalane to repair and smooth skin while you sleep. Okay, it basically just says to apply and gently massage a pea-sized amount onto clean face and neck at night. Use SPF during the day. Okay, because it has a retinoid, it does say to slowly integrate it into your skincare routine, starting by using it 2 times a week, and you can slowly build up to daily use. Very curious to add that to my routine. Another interesting product. I wouldn't have bought this one on my own, but receiving it in a box is nice to experiment with. Based on the choices that they had, I remember that was one of the things I chose. The other thing I chose, which it also let me choose the shade, which is great, is the Natasha Denona Transfix Matte Concealer. This one she released with her line maybe within the last 2 years or so, and I chose the shade 10 Neutral, 10N. It looks a little bit peachy, but I think the color will be fine. I know that this is a concealer that didn't receive really high reviews, but I love trying out concealer since my under eye is my trouble area, and they have the full range for you to choose from. Some beauty boxes only have select shades, which is a little bit annoying, but they have the full range and I was able to select the shade I thought would match me the best. So this is definitely my doing, and I'm interested in trying out. Like I said, I love trying out new concealers and I love Natasha Denona as a brand. Next, we have something from Dose of Colors, and this one is an eyeliner in the shade Loyal. I think I may have picked up a couple of Dose of Colors eyeliners. It has kind of silver packaging like this, and it is a twist up, and this is a brown liner. Brown liners are nice. They can give you kind of definition around your eyes, but it's a little softer than a black. And Dose of Colors is a brand I really like, especially for their liquid lipsticks and eyeshadows. Very nice. Next, I see something by the brand Nails Inc. maybe? Nails Inc. I recognize as a nail polish brand. I don't know if it's Incredible or Nails Inc. Let's see. So these are Crystal Ball Roller Gloss Lip Duos. They look like lip oils. They're lip oils and they have stones inside. So there's Find Love and Heal Yourself. Very interesting. Rose Quartz and Amethyst. So this one is your Rose Quartz and your Amethyst. They are just roller lip oils. I love hydrating lip products. I struggle with really dry lips, and so whenever I'm not wearing a lip product, I always have an oil or a balm on my lips, and so very happy to try those. And last in the premium box is something by Marc Jacobs. This is the Sequins Glam Glitter Liquid Eyeshadow. I was talking about Marc Jacobs in one of my more recent videos as a brand that I actually really appreciate. They have really good lip products. This one is a liquid eyeshadow. I don't have any of these from their brand. Like I said about the Eloise one, these are the types of products I really enjoy using. So let's see. The applicator again resembles the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadows, and I've not tried the ones from Marc Jacobs. Also very happy to receive that in the box. All right, so that was it for the premium boxes. The next box that I have to share with you is a BoxyLuxe. Now, the way the BoxyLuxe works is that every quarter, so it's like March, June, then September and December, I think, you can elect to upgrade your base box. So like the first boxes that we unbox, instead of getting a base box that month, you would elect to get the Luxe box instead, and it's twice the price. So the base box is $25, and on every other month you receive the base box as normal, but on the Luxe month, again March, June, September, and December, you would get a Luxe box, which is more of a lifestyle box, and that specific month that you get the box that is Luxe, you pay $50. And again, a little bit for fees and etc. But I want to show you a Luxe box. And this one was for March. So let's go ahead and see. I just want to show you an example of the types of products you would expect to receive in a BoxyLuxe. Definitely March. You can see the theme is lucky, so the types of products are going to be themed around that specific concept. The first thing I'm seeing are sheet masks, and these are Brighten and Glow facial sheet masks. These are from Rail Beauty, and these are vitamin C facial sheet masks. You do receive 5 masks, and it says that they are formulated to balance and calm your skin's fluctuating needs throughout the month, made with potent naturally derived ingredients and without the use of toxic or irritating chemicals. So we've got pomegranate for radiance, fig for exfoliation, and citrus for brightening. Sounds good. It's your typical sheet mask. I like to do sheet masks when I take a bath, and so I will hold on to those. Next, we have something from Dominique Cosmetics, and this is looks like a liner. It is a creamy fill and define lip liner. Now from Dominique Cosmetics, I own their eyeshadow palettes, which I've liked okay, and this is one of their lip liners. So the lip liner kind of reminds me, oh, it's angled. So if you're familiar with the Anastasia brow definer, it's kind of angled like that, like triangular. It is a nude shade. It is Twist Up. The shade I received is Crush, as I mentioned. I do like that the cap is clear, even though it's not as nice of packaging. At least you can see what color you expect to receive when you use the lip liner. Very happy to receive this in my box. Next, we have an eyeshadow palette, and this one is labeled as Barbarella. Okay, so it's by the brand B Beauty London, and it is the Barbarella palette. It says jet milled color delivers intense saturated color. I've never heard of this brand, so it kind of looks like, you know, similar to Morphe style palettes. You've got some shimmer shades. Mostly it's shimmer. There's a couple of matte ones here, there, and here. The rest are shimmery shades. Personally, I prefer to have more mattes, especially when the shimmers are all going to be super similar. Like these look super similar in tone. Not my favorite color story. There's a nice green one there. I'm not sure who Barbarella is, but this is her palette and it was part of the BoxyLuxe. Here's something by Beauty Bakery. These are so cute. How cute is this? These are the blending eggs. I think I have seen these on Ulta. This is so cute. They do packaging so well. I have the powder from Beauty Bakery, and I have a couple of lip products as well, and the theme is just so adorable. This actually looks like a carton of eggs. And here are the sponges. They feel good in terms of texture. I like that they're individually wrapped. They are kind of shaped like a beauty blender, except with a more rounded, a more flattened bottom rather. And there's 6 of them. You can always use beauty sponges. I like using this kind of product for blending out under eye concealer, as well as applying cream products like cream blush and stuff like that. Really nice with sponges. Next we have another, so this one is hard to read because of the bottle. It's the Hyaluronic Marigold Tocopherol Propylene Glycol Glycerin Sodium Chloride Tetrasodium Glutamate Diacetate Tonka Brazil Nut. Those are obviously the ingredients. The name is the Biphase Hyaluronic Acid Rejuvenating Micellar Water. So again, another makeup remover product. It says shake before use to combine the phases, saturate a cotton pad with the solution, and wipe the pad across face, eyes, and lips for cleansing and makeup removal. So another makeup remover product, very pretty bottle. I really am drawn to blue liquids. Super pretty. Definitely something I can use. So the BoxyLuxe is more of a lifestyle box, and they have a variety of different products. Next, we have something from Eloise. I thought we had something else from Eloise. Yeah, we had the liquid eyeshadow. So we also have a mini teardrop brush. Look at this packaging. It's like cradled there in a nice little velvet pouch. The bristles feel very nice. Let's see. Okay, so here's what the brush looks like. It has the feel of like an Artiste brush. This is something that I like to use for applying luminizer to my body. Very pretty brush. It says rose gold mirror finish, and it is the mini teardrop brush. So it says for foundation, concealer, bronzer, finishing powder, body paint, pretty much everything, I guess. It does feel comfortable in my hand. It feels really soft as well. Unlike the other brushes that we've gotten, I'm kind of curious to try that one out. Really nice brush. All right, next we have something by Glow Recipe. This is the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum Deep Hydration Glow. So again, very aligned with my skin type. I kind of think this was one of my choice items. Look at this cute little bottle. Very cute. I do enjoy serums as part of my daily skincare routine. I've kind of neglected my skincare routine. Look at this cuteness. It even has like a dimple, like a plum naturally would in the bottle. I don't know if you're seeing that. Okay, that's really cute. I have liked products from Glow Recipe in the past, and so very excited to try it out in the box. Last but not least, this was another choice item. So this is G by Henaro, and it is a makeup holder. So here's what the box looks like, and it opens like this. And it is, I remember it was a makeup brush holder since it's something that I specifically chose. So here's what it looks like. It's very cute. It's probably something I'll put in my little cart back there and put some of my brushes. It's labeled as face, eyes, lips, and it has little sticker legs so you can put it underneath so that it doesn't kind of move around on your vanity. It's not the best quality plastic, but it's still very cute. Very cute, and definitely something all of us makeup lovers can definitely use. Very cute. So that was everything in the Luxe box. And again, that was a $50 upgrade box that you can have quarterly. If you prefer, you can just keep the base box all year long, and then you wouldn't receive a BoxyLuxe. All right, so now that I've unboxed a whole lot of Boxycharm for you, I like the opportunity of the different tiers for the subscription boxes. The beauty quiz is getting a little bit better. Like I mentioned, a lot of the products are geared more towards my skin type. And when it comes to color cosmetics, they have a tendency to send me more of my preference rather than a random lip color I may never wear. In general, for Boxycharm, there's a really good mix of makeup and skincare. You do receive more makeup, but there are some months, and you saw it here today, where you're getting more skincare or more makeup. So depending on your preference, it may please you, it may not. In my personal opinion, one of the best things about Boxycharm is the add-on shop, as well as the Boxy pop-up, which is an opportunity to buy makeup at really, really discounted prices. I have picked up really great items from there. For instance, my Verb clarifying shampoo, I picked up 2 bottles last time I saw it. I picked up some hair vitamins by Tula. I've picked up Touch in Soul glitter eyeshadows. I picked up my primer from Touch in Soul. I've had palettes by OPV, which are otherwise very, very expensive to get here in the US if you factor in shipping from the OPV website. In my opinion, it's one of the best perks of Boxycharm. If you're a member, you do get to shop the Boxycharm pop-up. Now, generally, they do that whenever you have your choice window. You would have either Boxycharm add-ons, which you buy different products at reduced prices, or I think it's twice a year they do the Boxy pop-up, which is a bigger shop with more items. And in my experience, they leave it open for about 2 weeks. Some of the more popular items have a tendency to go faster, understandably. Sometimes the website is a little outdated. Sometimes it's slow to load, and some of your products may sell out. It's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty good. Another thing I wanted to mention about Boxycharm is that there are a lot of variations. Sometimes there are hundreds of variations of a single base box for a month. So I'm still waiting for my base box for the month of May, and there may be about 100 variations. So different people would receive different things, but you do have the option of picking at least one item in your base box from a choice that everybody has, 2 items from your premium box or luxe box from, again, the same choices that everyone would have. The other items are 100% a surprise. Like I said, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not, and I do regular unboxings here on my channel. With regard to customer service, it can be a little slower with Boxycharm. My personal experience is, rather than commenting anything on Instagram or sending them a DM, it's best to go through the Boxycharm customer service on their website. And I have frequently received responses within maybe 2 to 3 business days at the latest. Sometimes the issue is resolved to my satisfaction, sometimes it isn't. If an item is broken, they may give you a credit for that item or replace it. You can always tell if an item is missing because you get the card with the information on the back. Now with Boxycharm, if you have FOMO, This is probably not the best subscription box for you if you're going to be comparing your box to other people's boxes. There will almost always be a box that you like more than your own. In general, they're pretty balanced in terms of value, and I've always felt that for $25, they're charging me about, you know, a good discounted price for the items. There's been some questionable things where Boxycharm may sell a product that is manufactured a little bit differently than the original product. This was the case for Cypress oil. There was a lot of to-do on YouTube about that, where if you purchase the Cypress oil from Cypress, it had a certain list of ingredients, but if you receive the Boxycharm, it was different. So that's something that I heard about. One thing that I experienced myself was they sent out the Summer Fridays jet lag mask, which was a super popular product, and then they said that the mask was manufactured in batches that were compromised or something like that, but they never replaced the product, and I made a pretty big stink in my unboxing video when that happened. So there's a couple of things, but you have to keep in mind that this is pretty much like beauty clearance items, and sometimes it is stuff that you might find like at a TJ Maxx or something like that. But in general, I have felt pleased with the result more often than not, and that's why I'm still a paying subscriber. If you refer friends, you can collect what are called charms, which are basically points that you can spend in something that they call the charm room. Unfortunately, the charm room is not restocked very frequently. Every month they'll like put maybe 4 or 5 products there, not necessarily something you might like, but they change daily. So if you have charms to spend from referring friends, for instance, if you use my referral link, I would receive a certain number of charms for that. Then you can pick up a specific item. And I've picked up different things from the charm room in the past if I see something come up that I might like. One of the things that I recently got was the KP Bump Eraser. It's by First Aid Beauty. I got that for my daughter, which was a really good find in the charm room, but it's not their priority. They don't replenish it as frequently. But if you keep your eye on it, you might grab 1 or 2 pretty good products. Hopefully, I've answered all your questions about Boxycharm. So now we're going to move on to Ipsy. Let's move on to Ipsy. Ipsy also has 3 tiers of membership. They have the Glam Bag, the Glam Bag Plus, and the Glam Bag X, which is a recent addition to their line. The Glam Bag is a $12 a month service. I'm not subscribed to that one because it is more of sample size products. You may get the occasional full size product if it's something like an eyeliner or maybe a mascara. But me personally, I don't like receiving sample size products, and for that reason, I'm not subscribed to the Glam Bag. It's $12 a month, and I've seen some people do the, price per ounce breakdown, and generally it is still worth the value of the box, but I personally think samples should be free, and so I'm not interested in that tier. The one I'm personally subscribed to is their monthly Glam Bag Plus, which is $25 a month, very similar to the Boxycharm Base box. So I have 3 Glam Bag Pluses to unbox with you, as well as 2 Glam Bag X, which I'll go into when I get to them. In my previous video, I was subscribed to the Glam Bag Ultimate, which is something I absolutely hated, but they have improved it a little with the Glam Bag X. It's a new update, and I'll talk to you about that one shortly as well. The Ipsy Glam Bag Pluses come packaged in bubble wrap. I haven't really experienced receiving something broken, but you receive a bubble wrap bag like this, and then your items are inside a themed pouch. So for this specific month, the theme was Dream. First thing I'm seeing is another set of LaRousse brushes. I went ahead and I removed them from the individual wraps. We saw these brand brushes in the Boxycharm, and just from looking at these, they are higher quality than the brushes I hated from the other boxes, and I made very clear what those were. We have 2 eye brushes. This one I would use for cream contour, even though it's listed as a flat powder. This is a blush brush, not too dense. You can see it's a little bit floppy. And then a highlight brush, which we had in the other one as well. This time the handles are blue. Better quality than the other brushes, though not necessarily something I would seek out myself. So that was the first item. Next, we have a body care item. This one is by Purlisse in collaboration with Candy Johnson. It is the Butter Me Orange Creamsicle Body Butter, and it's basically just a skin moisturizer. It does have a seal, so I can't really smell it, but creamsicle sounds pretty good. We've also got something from Item Beauty, and this is a concealer. Now, here's the thing about Ipsy. With Ipsy, you do have a beauty quiz as well, and you let them know what your skin tone is. So for me, I put that I'm light medium skin tone with neutral or warm undertones. And the catch about complexion products is whenever you get them, they pick the shade for you. So in this concealer, they selected the shade light warm number 5. Now this is not necessarily the shade I would have picked up for myself. It is the Item Beauty. I'm happy to see this brand in the subscription box. I've heard about it on YouTube a little bit and on Instagram, but I haven't tried anything myself. Love trying concealers, but I don't love that they picked the shade for me. I don't necessarily think I would have picked shade 5 myself. Hopefully it's one that's going to work, but I don't think that a computer is going to do better at selecting my shade than I would personally. So in that case, Boxycharm kind of has the advantage here. Next, we have a product from Sugar Rush. This is the Dragon Fruit Sugar Rush by Tarte Lip Sip Vegan Lip Oil. So this is a lip oil. I talked to you about lip oils already. I really enjoy them. This one has a doe foot applicator. Smells like a cross between medicine and maybe Jello mix before you put it in the fridge, you know, before it's set. Interesting. Sugar Rush by Tarte is a brand that's geared more towards a younger demographic, so I don't personally seek it out myself, but if I get it in the box, I'm definitely willing to try it. And the last product in the box is something by Ofra. This is the Bossy Eyes Liquid Eyeshadow. Talk to you how I felt about those. This one is in the shade Penthouse, which is a pinky champagne tone, and the applicator with this one is more of like a lip gloss type doe foot. It's different than the Stila ones. I've never tried such a product from Ofra, and so I'm happy to have it in the box. Now, one thing about Ipsy, it does come with an information card with a theme, but they don't send you any information about the prices of the products or anything like that. In that regard, it's best to have the Ipsy app, and that's where you can see the retail prices as well as information about the products. I guess they're trying to be a little more environmentally conscious, but then why send a form that has no information about the bag itself? Sometimes it's a recipe, sometimes it's promotion for another product. People have complained about that when I've seen Ipsy unboxings, but that was the first example. I have another example here, and this one, like I said, it has the theme, Force of Nature. This was my April bag apparently, but inside it's a recipe for smoothie. On the back side, it's promotion for the Glam Bag X. Again, nothing really having to do with the products inside, but here's what the bag looks like. Let's go ahead and get into this one. First item in the box is a set of brushes, and this one is by the brand Bogashi. So let's go ahead and open these up. All right, it's a set of eye brushes. They feel synthetic, but not as soft. The angled brush is a little bit better. Spoolie is, it's okay. Not the worst, not the best. I do like receiving makeup brushes, but I'm really picky about my makeup brushes, honestly. You can probably tell. Okay, so that was the first product. Next, we have something from This Works, and this is a Deep Sleep Body Cocoon. So this is another body moisturizer, and it's one that's supposed to be used overnight. It's got lavender, vetiver, chamomile, basically soothing scents. Another thing that I would use gladly. Next, I have another product from Ofra, and this one is a lip gloss in the shade Golden Rose. Not my shade. It's very pink, but usually with lip glosses, they have a tendency to be more sheer, and then, you know, they look different on the lips than they do in the containers. It has a sweeter fragrance, not necessarily cupcake, which is my personal favorite, but it has a sweeter fragrance, and again, the shade Golden Rose. So that was a lip gloss from Ofra. Next, we have something from Honest Beauty. Again, another complexion product, and again, they chose my shade. The shade they chose for me is the shade Sand. So this is a cream foundation, and looking at it, it looks a little bit orangey, a little bit yellowy compared to my personal preference. I prefer something a lot more neutral. I'll give it a try because I received it in the box, but again, I really wish that they would allow us to choose our own shades with complexion products. That's a big complaint I have about Ipsy. The last item in the box is a set of nail polishes, and incidentally, I hated nail polishes when I was subscribed to the Ipsy Glam Bag Ultimate before, but since I started doing my own nails, now I actually like receiving nail polishes, so definitely the tides have turned. Okay, so this is a cute duo set of nail polishes. One is a red and one is more of a pink, so if you ever want to do an accent nail or something like that, you have some really nice complementary colors. This is by the brand Misho Beauty. So those are the items that that were included in the Glam Bag Plus, but I do have 2 additional products. One is by Thrive Cosmetics, and this is something that I redeemed from referral points. It is a lip liner by Thrive Cosmetics, and this one is in the shade Devon, which is like a mauvey deep rose shade. This one is a twist up lip liner. With Ipsy, you also cash in referral points for different products, and they also on the app, they have about 5 options there, but personally I think they're a little bit, they monitor it a little bit better than Boxycharm does, in my opinion. Now this is something that I bought as an add-on, which some people would have gotten in their bag, but I personally didn't. It is the Victoria Beckham mascara. I picked it up as an add-on. So basically you can purchase things at a discounted price, but Ipsy is not as good as Boxycharm, I have to say. This is a very heavy mascara. I don't want to open it because I'm not going to use it right now, but I've been very curious about this mascara. I believe it is a tubing mascara, which I really enjoy. And I believe this is a $30 mascara. I added it on for about $18. So a savings, but not like crazy savings like you see on the Boxycharm pop-ups and such. So those were kind of bonus products, and typically, depending on the timing, they'll ship it with your glam bag if you do add-ons or if you redeem points. All right, here's the third example of the Glam Bag Plus, and this one has a lot of women on the pouch. The theme is Stronger Together, and this was from March. And again, they have something about representations of colors on the card, nothing about the products. So the first product is a blush from Ofra, and this is the Blush Bellini. It's liquid to baked and smoothing blush. Does that mean it's cream? No, I think it means it's a baked product. So here's what it looks like, and it's a very pretty shade. I think I would have liked to have used this today if I had opened my bags before doing my makeup today. So it's in the shade Blush Bellini. I don't remember choosing this one, but I like it. Next, we have something by Colored Rain. This one I think I chose. This is the Vineyard Soiree eyeshadow palette, and I have all of Colored Rain's palettes in terms of the larger ones, but they did release smaller ones, and I think this was part of that. So here is the packaging. It's very nice packaging. So it's a mauve purple kind of eyeshadow palette. There are the tones. Pretty tones. I do like the Colored Rain formula, and I like little palettes like this that are, you know, curated in a small way. Definitely appreciate receiving a brand like Colored Rain in the bag. Next, we have something Florence by Mills. Now this is Millie Bobby Brown's brand, I think. Also another brand that is geared more towards younger women, I think. And it is another lip oil in the shade Glow Yeah. So this one has a squeezy applicator. Oh goodness. I don't have a napkin to wipe this down, so I'm gonna have to set this down off to the side here. No fragrance that I can tell, but like I mentioned, I really appreciate a lip oil in a subscription box, so I'm just gonna set that aside. Next, we have something from Haus Labs, and I think I did choose this one. We saw 2 Haus Labs products from the Boxycharms, and this one is a lip product in the shade Burlesque. It says it is a sparkle lipstick. So here's what the lipstick looks like. I like the packaging. It's magnetized, which is always nice. And here's what the lipstick looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm gonna see if you can see this. It's sparkle, but it's kind of like striped. It reminds me of some Pat McGrath lipsticks that I've had, as well as some Hank and Henry ones. Interesting. I think that this was one of the items that I chose, again, out of interest for trying out Haus Labs. The final item is something by Estate, and this is the Venice Fling palette, which was in collaboration with Bailey Sarian. I believe that this has been in the bags before, but I personally did not receive it. I wasn't subscribed yet. So I'm definitely glad that they added it on as an option. And this is what the shades look like. I think Bailey did a couple of videos with this palette as well on her channel. So those were the Ipsy Glam bags. Again, they're kind of similar to the Boxycharm Base box, $25 a month, 5 full-size items. Hopefully these 3 gave you some indication about the variety that you would receive in those boxes. Alright, so now we're going to get into the Glam Bag X, and the Glam Bag X works similarly to the BoxyLuxe. It's an upgrade from the standard box for Ipsy. In this case, it's the medium box because their standard box was the $12 a month one, but if you have the Glam Bag Plus, you can upgrade. I think it's 4 times a year to the Glam Bag X, and I have 2 here to show you. The key with these is that they're curated by a makeup artist or a famous person. The first one was curated by Patrick Ta, the second one by Khloe Kardashian. So I'm not sure which one is which. I have them both stacked here, so let's just go ahead and get into the first one. Here's how that one arrives. So this one actually does arrive in a box, and it's labeled Glam Bag X. This one comes with a pamphlet, Glam Bag X, and this one is the one that is curated by Patrick Ta. Now let me see if they have information about the products. They actually do. They have information about the products on this one, so I'm just going to hold on to it. When you open it up, this is what the box looks like. Let's go ahead and get into this one. First product in the box is a hair product. This is the Air Texture Air. It's infused with quartz and mica, probably a texturizing spray for creating perfectly imperfect styles with textured volume. I like to use products like this on second day hair after I have flattened my hair because the oils have a tendency to flatten it at the roots, and then I can give it a little volume with something like this. Happy with this in my box. Next, we have a product from Patrick Ta, which makes sense. This one, I believe they gave me an option between the brow product and the blush. And I chose the blush because I tried in my Shop My Stash, I was trying the Flower Beauty one that's been discontinued. And I actually found I don't like those kinds of products. When I use it, like, yes, it holds my brows, but it also sticks them to my skin. And I have pretty good brows, I would say, pretty thick. And I'm not used to seeing them kind of plastered. I feel like it loses a little bit of dimension. And so I decided not to go for the brow wax product and go for a blush instead, especially since this was a shade I don't already have. So this is one of the blushes in the shade She's Adorable, and you have that metallic finish compact, and here is what the shade looks like. Hopefully it's one that's going to show up on me. It looks a little darker in person than it does on camera. Very similar to that Ofra blush from the previous box. Very happy to have this. This is definitely a high-end brand from Sephora. Next is something by the brand About Face, and this belongs to an artist, right? A celebrity. Halsey, is it? I honestly don't know who that is, but I think it's Halsey. When this brand launched, my YouTube feed was full of videos of people trying out her brand, and this is one of her products. So it is made in Italy. It's in the shade So Long Summer, and it is a Paint It lip color. Here's what that one looks like. I like the shade. It's kind of a mauve-y, cool tone mauve shade. Let's look at the applicator and smell it. It smells sweet. The shade looks interesting as well. I'm very happy to try out something from this brand. Next, we have some nail polish, also by the brand Misho. Just like before, hopefully they're in different shades. These are in different shades, so now you have a more like neutral chocolatey shade and a more warm tone shade. So these are Angel and Manicured. Like I mentioned, this would have upset me before because I had put no polishes on my beauty quiz and they kept sending me polishes before, but now I do my own nails. I already told you. Next, we have something by Complex Culture. And I've heard my friend Leanne, who does unboxings, I'll link her up above as well. I have heard her state that this is Ipsy's like in-house brand. So this looks like some kind of tool. All right, so I'm assuming you just kind of massage your face with this. I don't know about these types of tools. I'm curious to try it. It's definitely interesting, but honestly, I don't take time to do stuff like this. I have so many things to do already, and my skincare routine is long enough, but definitely curious to try out something like that. I'll give it a shot. Next, we have something from Item, and this one is the Prime Set and Refresh Dewy Finish Face Mist. I love a dewy finish. We have the concealer in the other box, so here's what that one looks like. The One Hit Prime Set and Refresh Dewy Skin Face Mist by Item. Let's spray it. No specific scent. The mister seemed okay once it got started. I can always use a good face mist. Glad that this one is dewy, as I love a dewy finish. We also have a mascara by Pat McGrath, and this is the Fetishized mascara. I actually am wearing her other one, the Dark Eyes mascara, today. I believe I have a sample size of this mascara, which was her first one. It came in a pack with that little mini eyeshadow palette of hers. I don't think that one did very well. I don't know if I've even used it yet. Knowing me, probably not. There's an insert in the packaging about the mascara as well. Happy to try out a Pat McGrath product in a beauty box. And last but not least is a product I already own. This is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. I already own this one, so I'm going to hold on to this one for a giveaway. But along with all the other products that I received in the box, I think it's a very good value for the $50 price tag. Even owning this already and seeing that the Patrick Ta blush runs for about $30, I feel that I've already gotten the value of what I spent. I have purchased one of his products in full price as well, so I think this one was worth the price tag. And this is so much better than the boxes that they had before. The ultimate bags, like, they were full of random tiny sample size of skincare. It was not good, guys. It was not good. I did not like it at all. I was so upset every single month, and eventually I did cancel that one. I added this one when I heard about it to kind of give it a shot, and so far from this one, it's pretty good. So here's the most recent one that was, I believe, for last month, maybe? I know that the Patrick Ta one was for February, so maybe this one was May. Yeah, this one was for May. This one was curated by Khloe Kardashian, and here is the inside. We have the same paper with the different products. Now on the back side, you can kind of see all of the items that you could have received. And I remember from something in the app that it would tell you some information about the possible potential products. So let's go ahead and get into the box. Now with these, I believe that you get to choose 3 products, but there's a catch with Ipsy choice items. I don't think I'm a fan, but I'll get into that after I'm done unboxing this one. The first item is a choice item, and this is from Olaplex. This is fairly new to the Olaplex line, at least in terms of how it's carried at Sephora. And this one is the number 0 Intensive Bond. Camera cut me off, but I was talking about the Olaplex number 0. From the choice items that it gave me, this was one of the things that I wanted to try. I do like Olaplex products. I didn't care for the shampoo and conditioner too much, but the number 6 and the number 3 and the oil as well, I have enjoyed. I think now they have something like a number 8. And so I'm curious to go ahead and try this one out. I have really problematic hair, and so that one definitely would be useful. Next, we have something from Aceology, and this is the Overnight Lip Mask. Another choice item from the options it gave me, I remember. Ooh, this is a pretty nice size. It's 1 fluid ounce. Says apply generous amount to lips prior to sleeping. Upon awakening, wipe with damp cotton pad to remove. So it is to resurface your lips, boost hydration, and leaving them soft and supple. Definitely give it a shot. I have problematic lips, and so a lip treatment is something I enjoy. Next, we have something from 111 Skin, and I just... This brand, it cracks me up all the time because the prices, the retail prices, I'm sure you're seeing it on the screen right now, they are so high, so high. So this is the Rose Gold Radiance Booster. Okay, let's see what it's supposed to do. Okay, the ingredients don't look so bad, but again, I'm not a skincare expert. Enhance natural radiance of skin for a coveted, dewy, lit from within complexion. Sallow skin will become utterly incandescent. 1 to 2 drops in the palm of your hand. You can mix it with your favorite moisturizer or directly to skin after cleansing. I just don't understand the price point of this skincare brand. Serum-y consistency, smells fresh. It has a fragrance. I'm assuming there's going to be fragrance in the ingredients. There is. I'll try it. I hope it changes my life for what they charge for those products. That was not a choice item. They chose that for me. Again, we're going to talk about these choices. Next, we have something by MAC, and these are false lashes. So I think MAC false lashes run for about $15, I would say, $15 to $18. This is in the style 80. It's the romantic lash. They're very nice. They look kind of like an Ardell Wispies kind of style. It's a more natural style. Here's what they look like. So these were a choice item. I did choose them, but it was mostly not because I liked them, but because I didn't like the other things. I think MAC lashes are okay, but I've personally liked lashes at the drugstore at a more affordable price point that I like just as much. Next, we have something from Rhode Island. This is a cleansing balm. So this is a makeup remover product. And it's a balm, which I do enjoy. I mentioned I like those. I have lots of makeup remover products. My favorite so far has been the Good Molecules Balm and the Pharmacy Green, something like that. Those are my two favorites so far, but I have so many backlog from subscription boxes. You saw I have 3 makeup remover products that I've included here in this unboxing. So definitely a lot of products to get through. Yeah, just a balm. Use it as you typically would to remove your makeup. This one is by Rhode Island and it is the pink diamond one. Next we have a palette, and here's where I object. This is the Modern Renaissance palette. It's a beautiful palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's loved, it's celebrated. But I do know that the other option you could have received is the one by One Size, Patrick Starr's brand. I forget what the name of the eyeshadow palette is, but he only has one. So it was this or the One Size palette. Price-wise, they're similar. But in terms of release dates, they are very different. Okay, very different in my opinion. I think almost everybody who loves makeup has the Modern Renaissance palette or has since decluttered it. It's a very nice palette. I'm not going to say it isn't, but I own it and it's a very, very, very old palette. I'm talking what, 2014? And the Patrick Starr One Size palette released last year, I believe. So I wanted that one to try out something from the brand, and I ended up with this one. I'm going to hold on to it for a giveaway because like I said, it's a beautiful palette. There's nothing wrong with it. Quality-wise, price-wise, they're comparable. But I think that if you're going to have eyeshadow palettes like that, maybe give the person a choice, right? I would have chosen the other one. Or consider having them similar dates in terms of release dates. If you're going to have a newer palette, then have another newer palette as a comparable. I don't think this was, in my opinion. But I'm going to put this one aside along with the Huda Beauty palette, which I also own, for giveaways. So stay tuned. I do giveaways really frequently. I was doing them monthly on my channel, but I took a little break and I'll be doing them again. I just had to go on that little rant about the palettes. Not the same. Not the same. Last but not least, something they also chose for me. This was the Tower 28. This is one of the Milky Lip Jellies, Shine On. I have some from this line. I've heard them get really, really good reviews, and I do not have this shade. So I'm very happy to add it to my collection. So this one is in the shade Coconut. Like I said, Tower 28 has recently gained in popularity. I've used their bronzer, their blush, and another gloss. I have another gloss in their line, which I really like. So very happy to have this. For me personally, the things that made this box were the Olaplex and the Tower 28. This I believe retails for about $18. This one might be in the 20-ish range. So it's pushing close to that value, but would I have spent $50 this way specifically? The answer is no. I do like the Patrick Ta box a little bit better. This one was fine, but mine was not one of the best, I'm sure. I'm going to start looking at unboxings since this was this month's box, and I'm sure I'm going to have FOMO with regard to other boxes that people received. It's okay. It's okay. It definitely makes the value, and at least the skincare products are kind of aligned with my specific skin type. So let's talk about Ipsy. The thing about Ipsy, their app is really nice. You get to do your choice on the 2nd of every month, and you can have your add-ons. Like I mentioned, the add-ons are nowhere near the variety of Boxycharm whatsoever. A lot of times they will be old bags from previous months, so they are mystery bags. Sometimes there will be bundles, like it could be a lip bundle, a skincare bundle, a hair care bundle, and they're just limited. They say that they update them every day. I think it's at 7 a.m. Eastern time, but I've looked and I've honestly not ever been super tempted by anything on the add-on shops or the Ipsy deals that they have. The Victoria Beckham Cosmetics mascara was kind of an exception, which was an add-on that some people would have received in their box. Not these people, but some people. And with Ipsy, I think that the advantage is that you get to choose more products. So with the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, you get to choose 3 out of the 5. The only thing is that they don't let you choose from everything. They pre-curate your choice items. So it's not like they give you a list of everything you can pick from and you pick your 3 favorites. No, they take you through different screens where they have pre-populated 5 items and you choose from those. And then the next screen, they may have pre-populated 3 items and you choose from those. And it's not going to give you the best configuration. You know, they could personalize that better if they let us choose from everything in bulk. I know that I would end up with a lot nicer of a bag in that case. The other thing is that they show you the items that they pick. So when you do your choice item, you already know everything that's going to be in your box, so it's not really a surprise. With Boxycharm, there's kind of that fun element of surprise. With Ipsy, that is zeroed out. So if you don't like surprises, you'd rather know exactly what you're getting, then Ipsy might be a good choice. Like I said, you have more customization options because you get to choose 3 items, but they have narrowed down your selections, which is a little bit frustrating. I know that for this last box that I unboxed, the Khloe Kardashian, you could have had the Kosas mascara. I would have loved to have gotten that, but it wasn't an option for me. And then another thing is that sometimes the options sell out and they don't replace it with a different one. So this time I was a little bit later in the day logging in to make my choices, and one of the choices was going to be a Ricky skin. It was a Ricky Cutie. It's a little travel size mirror. I already have 2 of those, but I would have chosen that over the other things that they had for me. And they grayed it out. It was sold out. I couldn't select it, but they didn't replace it with something else. And Ipsy. I'm fairly new to Ipsy. You can see I didn't have as many as Boxycharms, but the Ultimate or the Glam Bag X has definitely improved over the Ultimate, like 1,000%, 1,000,000%, but there's still some things they can do better. They're add-ons, not their strengths. And then the choices, yes, you have more choices, but they're curated. Supposedly they're based on the beauty quiz. I know that I mentioned a couple of times with Complexion products, they pick for you. And I'd rather pick for myself. You know, if you're gonna let me choose from a foundation, then at least let me select my shade. Don't pre-populate it, because if I don't think it's gonna work, even if that would have been the item I wanted, you know, I can't pick it because I know the shade isn't gonna work for me. Supposedly it's on the beauty quiz. It's a pretty in-depth beauty quiz. Are they following it 100%? Debatable. Debatable. But it's getting better. Last time I canceled Ipsy after doing this kind of unboxing. I'm still giving them a chance. I'm still there with Ipsy. So we're still there with Ipsy. That's pretty much everything I had to share with regard to Ipsy. The next one is going to be Tribe Beauty Box. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have had to take breaks when filming this. This is the most ridiculous unboxing ever. If you're still here, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. It means you must be liking the video, because I know this is gonna be so long. The last subscription beauty box I wanted to cover was Tribe Beauty Box. There's only one tier for Tribe Beauty Box, and it is more of an indie beauty box subscription where they focus on indie brands. It's only every other month, and the price for this one is $35. Again, a couple of fees here and there with taxes and stuff. And with this one, I can give you the information up front. I did cover it in my previous video, and not much has changed since then. It's $35 a month, like I mentioned, and the nice thing about this one is that they like to offer one product from each category. So you'll have a lip product, an eyeshadow product, a skincare product, a tool item, and so on, maybe a cheek product. So you get a variety in the same box, which is fun. And they include a lot more indie brands. In terms of choice, you usually only have the choice between one item. Usually it's going to be an eyeshadow palette. They'll give you 2 options to choose from, and you choose one or the other. And the rest of the items are fairly uniform for all subscribers. So you don't have to worry about FOMO with that one. Mostly everybody gets the same box, and with the eyeshadow palette, they get to pick their preference. So it's something that I like about Tribe Beauty Box. In terms of add-ons, they have started adding this as an option, but they're very, very limited. There may be, maybe 10, 15 products that you can choose from to do an add-on. I did choose some add-ons in one of my boxes that I'm about to show you, and so give you some indication of what you can expect there. I will also link my referral link there. I believe that my referral link would give me like $7 off of one of my own boxes. And then if you have your own referral link, it works pretty much the same way. So the Try Beauty box comes in a bag similar to the Ipsy. And this is the one where I had add-on items. They do send you an information card with prices of the products as well. And if there's any variation, they indicate it on that card. So let's go ahead and get through these products. Here's how they come packaged. So let's go ahead and look at the palette first. And I believe that this was a choice item. Actually, no. The choice item was something else. So the eyeshadow palette is Shades of Roses, and it's by B Bella Cosmetics. I have not tried anything from B Bella Cosmetics. It is very much on theme. Here's what that eyeshadow palette looks like. There is a pressed glitter. I know some people are not fans of pressed glitters, but all of the other shades are traditional mattes and metallics. So that's what that palette looks like. And like I said, in terms of Try Beauty box, you're more likely to receive indie brand cosmetics. So this one is B Bella. You have an eyeshadow palette. And then I have a bubble wrap package of other products. So let's see. We have a tool item. So this is a brush by Luxy Beauty. Very, very fluffy powder brush. This is the number 518 and it is the large powder. I received a lot of Luxy brushes over time in subscription boxes. I actually really enjoy them. So here's the brush. Next we have an eyeshadow. This is the hashtag INMO by Magnolia. And the shade, well, it says influence.com. I'm honestly not sure what is the shade. So they actually sent us two. All right, so one is more of a bold shade, and the other one, Blessed Never Stressed, that's cute, is more of a champagne pink. Reminds me of the Ofra one that we had before. Let's look at the doe foot applicator. Okay, very traditional doe foot applicator for the metallic shadow. And we got two of them. Next we have something from Fully Fire. I think I have received some lip products that I might have in my box up here, actually, by this brand in the past. This is a bronzing blush. I know Bare Minerals has something new to their line that's kind of like that. Let's see. Okay, so it's actually Folly Fire, not Fully Fire, Folly Fire. The name is here on the compact. It's an interestingly shaped compact. It's kind of shaped like a teardrop. And here's what the shade. It's a very bold shade. This one is called Baked. But I guess it makes sense it would be a deeper shade if it's supposed to be a bronzing blush. Never heard of this product, but like I said, the font looks very familiar. I think I have some lipsticks that I also received in a subscription box from this brand. Next, we do have the choice item, and in this specific case, I chose the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. I love the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, so this is a body care item, and the retail price of this one I know is $20. I love this cream. Absolutely love it. So when it came up as a choice item, I knew I wanted to replenish with that one. So that was everything you received for the $35 in that box. And the add-on items that I chose that specific time were from Glossier, and they're Glossier Cloud Paints. So here they are. They shipped it with my box, and I picked up the shade Storm. These are very popular here on YouTube. I have some products from Glossier, but I haven't made an order in a long time. The other one I have is Dawn. So I have one more rosy, one more peachy. I've always been curious about the cloud paints, and I have not been able to pick them up. And this time I picked them up, I think it was for like $10 a piece through the add-ons on Try Beauty box. Like I said, it's not as extensive as Boxycharm by any means, but you do have the opportunity to save money on some additional products if you so choose. And this time I chose from Glossier. I haven't placed an order from Glossier in a while. They kind of have a threshold for free shipping, but I'm glad to have them as part of my Try Beauty box. And last but not least, I have a second Try Beauty box to share with you. With this one, I didn't have any add-on items, I remember. I have the card for that one. So that one was April. The previous one that we did was February In Love With Me. And this one is April Cotton Candy Kisses. So we've got something by the brand Masquerade. And these are the Matcha Detoxifying Clay Mask. Now, let's see. Oh, I see they're individually wrapped packages. That's nice. You get 3 single-use masks. and they are detoxifying clay. That may be more suitable for oily skin types. Try Beauty Box does not have like a beauty quiz or anything like that, and as of yet, they do not do complexion products. The next item is by Suva Beauty, and this is the Glossy Lamination Liquid Lipstick. I have received other products by Suva Beauty in my Try Beauty box, and this one is very bright pink. It's just great for the upcoming season. It's in the shade Elysium. Now it says glossy lamination, so I wonder if it's one of those glossy liquid lipsticks that kind of retains the shine but still sets. It'll be interesting to try it out. And I have like Suva Beauty products, but they're a little bit harder to find since you cannot find them on Ulta or Sephora. I think they might be available on Morphe. Next, we have something by Spongel. I actually really like these. They are soap infused sponges. So here's what it looks like. And you can use them, let's see, how many times does this say? I think it's about 20 times. It doesn't say on the box, it just says multi-use, but basically you just dampen this under your shower and you can use it like a loofah, like you would a loofah, and it's got soap built in. I like to use this in the bath, and I also liked to use them before for traveling because I wouldn't have to pack shower gel and all this other kind of stuff. I just take one of these and dispose of it after my trip was done. Something I really like, even though it was sealed, it smells really nice. This one is in the Bulgarian Rose fragrance. Now I remember this was my choice item. Oh, it's separated from the packaging. This is the first time I ever had an issue with a product that I received. I actually have this one. I don't think I've used it, so I'll probably use this one. Yeah, it just kind of got removed from the pan. That's okay, it will still work. I'll keep the other one for a giveaway because I know it's brand new, and I'll use this one for myself. So this is by Laura Geller, and it is the Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the shade Diamond Dust. We have something by Steve Laurent, and it's actually a tweezer duo. So it's similar to the Mana Kadar one we had, and similar, one is angled and one is pointy. Like I told you, I've been needing one of these anyway, and I actually like to carry them in my purse because it always happens I go in my car and then there's always something I want to get rid of. You know, I'll find a stray hair or something somewhere. So I'll keep some of my beauty dust here in my vanity, and I'll put the others in my bag. We can always use tweezers. And then last but not least is a palette. And this one is completely sealed. It's the Sweetheart palette, right? So this is the Sweetheart palette by Lurella Cosmetics, and it is a pressed pigment palette. So this one is all purple and pink. Also makes sense in terms of them being pressed pigments for some of them. So this is by Lurella Cosmetics. My first palette by this brand. Look at this shade. It matches my dress almost perfectly. It's one of those like blurple type shades. And that is everything, my friends. Ooh, you'll have to let me know if you made it through this entire video. My camera battery is about to die. I gave you all the information about Try Beauty Box before I started unboxing. But as always, if you have any questions, any opinions, any experiences that you want to share in the comment section down below, it might be helpful to someone else that might be looking at this massive unboxing and seeing if the subscription boxes are anything that they'd like to look in for themselves. That's everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give this one a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so that you can join me for a future video. Thank you again for watching. I hope you're doing really, really well, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon on my next one. Bye-bye.